morning. Good morning, YouTube.
YouTube.
Look at Snow White. Isn't she beautiful, y'all? Isn't she beautiful?
Now I'm blushing.
Which makes you even more beautiful. Look at the red lips and the red poncho and the dark hair. You're gorgeous.
Thank you. Hadia taught me this new, because we're all about the hearts, right? And she has this, you take a bite of it.
And what?
And you put your heart, it's like half a heart, and it's on your face.
What comes up?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought we were talking about when
it's like giving heart. So maybe you're supposed to do this and then take a bite of it. I'm going to have to ask for clarification.
Take a bite of your heart?
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. That's weird. I've never... And you give it to somebody? Here's my heart that's been eaten? I don't know.
I need clarification. Clearly, I didn't get the whole
They're
message.
a lot younger than we are.
I know they are, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we fit right in with our
Yeah, apparently
heart,
we
right?
do. Does that mean we're immature?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the moment you aren't, then you become an old
dead. You're dead. All right.
See, K-drama and chill is what there's a sticker on my.
What is K-drama?
The yarn.
Oh, Korean
dramas. That's what Hadia and I like to watch these. So we're always like, well, not always, but once we figured it out, we've been sharing suggestions about.
So are you
shows.
also K-pop?
Oh yeah, I'm BTS Army, honey.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Madison loves BTS.
Does she?
Oh yes.
Oh, it's something else to talk to her about then.
She has. Oh girl, it's like her version of New Kids on the Block.
Oh my goodness.
She has the posters and the CD collections and all the things. We went to the K-pop store and got all those things.
Where's your K-pop store around here?
Swanee? Smyrna? No, Swanee. Duluth? Duluth.
I need to know this.
It's
It's not
I really
the
think
Japanese
it's called K-pop.
anime shop, is it? In the farmer's market, grocery store thing?
It's like in a little strip mall. I really think it's Duluth. Maybe not too far from the arena.
I wonder if Hadia has been there.
K-Story?
Told me.
It might be
K-Story?
called K-Story. Darn it, I don't know. Maybe Madison will pop on and we can ask her what the name of it is.
You moved your leg.
I didn't mean to. Look, rub it up against her,
That's
y'all.
right, just like a cat. Did I ever tell you about the story when we went on a cruise and we wanted to do fancy excursions and we did a swimming with the stingrays, and this was right after Steve Irvin had his accent. And when you get on the boat and they tell you there's always one in the crowd that gets crazy, but you need to know you have to shuffle your feet in the sand because they bury into the sand.
Right.
Well, I was the one in the crowd that I thought, this is going to be no big deal, but they actually go bump on you and then they. And their wingspan is huge. But yeah, they're like a little cat and they will knock into you. And if you're not firm, you're going to fall.
Wow.
And then I was afraid when you fall, I was going to step on
another one
buried in the sand. And I had this moment like in the movies where I was like looking at the boat that looked like I could touch it. But then I start walking, shuffling my feet through the sand to get to, and it was like the boat was getting further and further away.
Flippity flop. No.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I will never do that again. But Matt, my husband, was just having a blast. He loved it. He wasn't bothered by it.
Yeah, Brian would love that too. I would be freaking out the whole time.
Never again. But it's a story I tell over and over again.
I love that. That's very adventurous of you.
Yeah, I learned something about myself that day.
Which is?
Well, and then all of a sudden I stopped wanting to do any kind of snorkeling. Even a little fish, if I could see it clearly, I don't care how big it was, I was scared. I couldn't do it.
And I am the opposite. I will not go to a beach that I cannot see everything in the water. I want to see what's around me. Because if it's a shark, I need to get out. Like if it's a stingray, I need to get out. Little fish aren't gonna bother me, but
I think for the most part, stingray are friendly unless you step on them or if they feel threatened. And when you're in the middle of the Caribbean Sea and you have waves, yeah, it was hard. I did step on some because you can feel it. They have spines. Not sharp spine, but like their spines are just very bony and rigid. So when you step on one.
That makes me like, oh my gosh.
Creepy? Is it
well,
creepy?
just no, because
What's creepy is when they wrap their wingspan around your body.
Flipperty flop. No way. No way.
No way.
way. No way. When Madison was a baby, we took her to Charleston, and there's this little inlet that you can go swimming in, and the water's clear, and it was shallow, you know, for a little bit. She was a baby, maybe not even 2. And we get out, and she was like, "Mommy, my legs are really itchy," and I was really itchy, and my ex-husband was really itchy, and it was like weird. But we couldn't see anything. She had little red dots, you know, and I was like, "What in the world?" And this dude in the water with us, he said, "Oh yeah, those are baby jellyfish. You can't see them, but they're stinging you."
They're what, babe?
Baby jellyfish, like little tiny.
Gosh, you think you guys were like standing in the school of them?
I guess. I mean, it wasn't.
Scary.
It was just better to be baby ones than big ones, I guess. But yeah, that was.
So what happened? Did she have an allergic reaction?
No, I mean, it was just kind of like having mosquito bites. They went away over time, but it was definitely like, oh crap. You think you're all good in this little shallow pool, and nah. Yeah, that was an interesting experience.
Yeah, it would be for sure. I'm glad you guys are okay.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm glad you were okay. You didn't get Steve Irwin.
I did not get Steve Irwin. God rest his soul.
Bless. We used to watch him all the time, Madison and I. We loved that guy.
I know, he's so much fun.
He was a lot of fun.
There's a video of him describing the first time he saw his wife.
Oh.
And he's talking about it like he's talking about an animal, like stalking his prey. There she was, across the room. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and I was mesmerized. What kind of accent is that?
I'm not real sure. I was trying to figure it out.
I'm making it up.
Steve Irwin is rolling over in his grave right now.
Yeah, he might be. His little children are doing it now, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're older.
Of course, I don't know where they're doing it.
Does he have 1 or 2?
He's got a daughter and a son.
Okay, Bendy. I remember Bendy.
Yes, what a cute name that is.
That is a very cute name.
The yarn winder reacted to my message. I gotta switch my person here. Look how pretty the combos are.
Oh, was that Melissa? Oh, that was Melissa.
Yes, that's Melissa. That was so cute. The post that you made of Kayla spinning with a hand spinner. Is that what that was?
A drop spindle.
Spindle.
She's so cute.
Is it too early to go live? Do we have all of our ducks in a row?
Probably not. I don't have any ducks. I have no ducks.
Gotta make sure. See, the camera is turned around this time.
Yay.
Make sure.
We have 3 more minutes.
Centered.
You lubed up? You ready to go?
I think so.
Okay.
I brought a different lube today. The Busy Bee Hands by Wax and Wool. Oh, I love this one. Do you have some?
I have none.
Well, here, borrow mine.
Thank you.
This stuff is addictive, isn't it? I've been really doing a lot with cotton and linen.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh my goodness, my fingertips have just been dry. This has been a lifesaver. Oh, it smells good. It's a beautiful
It
day
smells
outside.
very, like I want to be at a farmer's market.
I put my initial on the back so that we would know that was mine.
Oh, smart. Who's JM?
No telling. I don't know.
I don't know. That's me today.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Is it time?
And we have 2 minutos.
2 minutes.
Maybe we could just start and let people come in.
Okay. Are we
been a
live
week.
and we don't even know it? Because look at that. Do you think
No.
you just push it?
You would think by 23 weeks we would know how to do it.
Every time, though, it happens, something different is going on, right?
Good morning.
Hello. Instagram and YouTube. We're going a little bit early on Instagram just to see if anybody is on already.
They should be waiting in our waiting room for us.
I'm kind of surprised they're not.
See?
Matt is waiting.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Kayla.
Hi. It says wave, so I always feel like I need to wave.
Good morning, Casey.
Casey. Kayla, I was just talking about you on YouTube.
Good morning, Jane.
Hey, Jane. About how you were spinning.
Is there a waiting room? No, but there should be, and y'all should be in it. Sorry.
We need a live audience.
We have one every Wednesday.
A studio audience.
Oh, like friends.
Oh, I have friends sending me reels. Hey, Melissa.
Good morning, Melissa.
Yes, we were talking about that earlier today, too.
Yes. I don't understand this one. What is this?
So you're holding hearts. It's like you're holding a heart.
Are you now? Good morning, Lori.
Totally. Lori. Do the face one.
I don't get it either. We're going to have to talk to Hadia tonight. She needs to come tonight and let us discuss that.
I haven't seen her in a few weeks.
Good morning, Barbara.
Barbara.
How was your birthday, Barbara?
Good morning.
Is it still morning? I guess so, yeah. You know what we did not do is put the door in front of the window.
It sounds kind of funny if you don't know what it is. You want me to do it while you're...
Negative. No. Because it's like, no.
Okay.
Yay, I'm so glad. So glad it was fabulous.
Fab. Wonderful.
All right.
Well,
shall we get started now that we have peeps?
Put the agenda right in front of me so I can see it. This is episode 23 of Wednesday in Winder. This is the Yarn Winder, your local yarn store podcast, and we go live on Instagram at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. We have some exciting things to talk to you guys about today. We have a table full of patterns and yarn and new arrivals.
I did not take a picture. Remind me.
Oh, yes. Let's not forget that one.
Okay.
But we do have a few things that we need to make sure that everybody is aware of because we have some changes to our hours this Friday. This Friday, we are closing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it is just for this... Add effects using hand gestures. Turn on reactions to express yourself.
Pause because we weren't using the app.
What do you mean?
Hey guys, are we still on Instagram? I don't know. It said pause because we weren't using the app. Hey Hadia, we were just talking about you.
We've been talking about you all morning. Are your what do they say? Your ears burning?
Yes.
Or is it your nose tickling?
Are we live? Yeah. Okay, perfect. We got some weird little message on Instagram. Okay.
So this Friday
It's 2 o'clock.
We close at 2 o'clock. And this Saturday, we have normal hours, 10 to 6. Mm-hmm. However, we will only be accepting credit cards and gift cards this Saturday. But our usual hours are closed Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, usually 10 to 6. No, not usually. Yeah. Always 10 to 6. Wednesday, which is today, 1 to 8. And we have two different crafting, her ears were ringing.
Oh.
We have two different crafting times, open craft times, 1 to 4, and then we have 5 to 8.
You did
it!
First try.
23
weeks.
23 times. I finally got it right. Thursday, 10 to 6. Friday, 10 to 5.
Except this Friday.
And then Saturday, 10 to 6. And I hope that everybody gets a chance to come out and visit the shop because we have
Y'all are going to flip out. You're really going to flip out.
If you haven't seen it, I feel like this is like 100% different feel.
Yes.
Right? Like everything looks different. It's amazing. I love it. What you did was good.
What we did was good. Look at my mover buddy over here.
We had Casey. Casey was here helping, and we were scooting things, putting our hips into it, you guys.
Oh my gosh, I felt like I had been hit by a truck the next day. No lie. But it was good. It was good. Thank you, Kayla. I agree. And the great thing is when those groups on Wednesday night get so big, we can expand out the circle more and it'll feel better.
More room, for sure. More space for everybody to talk to each other and more space for elbows because we need our elbows when we're knitting and crocheting, don't we?
Did you ever watch Did you ever watch? What's that thing called from school? Schoolhouse Rock.
Yes.
Elbow Room.
I used to love that.
There's a song called Elbow Room.
So we are on YouTube, Instagram, we have a .com, and we have a Facebook. So I hope that you guys are signed up for our newsletter because we have a book club. Our first book club is coming up.
I'm so excited about that.
Neon Night. We even have the last Saturday of the month is the big 5th Saturday sale as well.
Let's run through 5th Saturday real quick. So 5th Saturday sale will be May 31st, which is Saturday. You have to purchase your 5th Saturday bag. Some of you already have. You use that every single time. We still have a few left. If you haven't purchased a bag, you can. Anything that fits in the bag up to the seam of the handle is 17% off. With some exclusions, those exclusions include like Melissa bags, Lisa bags, anything handmade by any of our local makers in here, we don't put in the bag for 17% off. And it also excludes our mystery bags. So, but everything else is fair game. 17% off.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is. It was fun last time.
And we have, how many of these do we have the rest of this year? Are there 3 more after this one?
2 more, but the second one, I think there's one in August, if I'm not mistaken, and there's one in November. But the November one is also Small Business Saturday, so I'm not 100% sure that we will double dip. We'll see.
Okay.
Wait and see when we get there. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we will be playing the replay up on YouTube, but that's also where we will post all of the pattern names that we talk about.
We have a lot today.
And we also have shenanigans for about 10 minutes before we
If
go
you've
live.
ever wanted to know anything about Steve Irwin or jellyfish
Swimming
or
with
stingrays, come on over and watch.
Hadea, we talked about you.
Yes.
And Kayla, I believe, for the shenanigans page. So anyways.
Okay.
So moving on. What are you wearing? Oh, my name is Julia.
And I'm Sandra.
And what are you wearing?
I am wearing, that is about to come off because it's hot, my pressed flower shawl. And I know, yes, I've already worn this one before.
It's a good one.
But I'm getting ready to do a second one. And Claudia, who is one of our little crochet friends, who's also teaching herself to knit, did her first one, and it was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
She brought it in.
Yes.
And
we
then
posted it in stories, didn't we?
It did. And I'm gonna do a finished object reel too eventually with all our recent finished objects. But she's already cast on her second one. So she kind of
Shawl?
Yeah. So she's kind of inspired me to do a second one. And there's a reason I'm doing a second one, which we will talk about later.
Okay.
So this is the Pressed Flowers shawl by Amy Christoffers or Christoffers.
And she's got cardigans, hats, socks, gloves.
All the things.
Gloves. There's a free pattern that's a kerchief, and I actually bought that pattern. It's a free pattern. I bought the yarn for my birthday to do the free kerchief. And then I figured I would love to do the vest one day.
Oh, that would be good.
That looks like a lot of fun. I love vests, so.
And it's so easy. If you've not done mosaic knitting, you should give it a try because it looks fancier than it is. What are you wearing, my love? When she walked through the door this morning, I about had a heart attack. It's so pretty. You might have to stand up.
I asked her if I looked like Snow White.
Doesn't she though?
Because
doesn't she?
Elizabeth told me that one time, and look at me.
It's so
it has a split arm right there in the side. And I'll normally probably wear it, hey Bethany, on my right side because I am right-handed, but I thought that for the show I'll have it right there. But I knit this out of Zoe. And in fact, I have another. I love the yarn so much that I have another one
morning,
we'll talk
Lisa.
about later. Hey Lisa.
Good morning,
this
Kyle.
is the Dando pattern called River, and this is the view that I did right here. And I absolutely love it. It was tons of fun to make. And I can't wait to knit more of the Dando patterns. She is phenomenal. Very creative and unique.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And the red is stunning.
Stitches in May. Are you?
I'm still up to date. Yes, ma'am.
I am too.
Are you? Good.
I am. I even stitched a couple of rows this morning, but I have not marked it off yet.
This is why I brought the pen.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh,
you
wait a minute.
did.
I did. Today's the 14th.
Sure is. Wednesday.
Oh, I was a day early then.
Oops. Well, we're
How about
trusting
you?
you.
You stitched this morning?
I did, of course.
So if you guys finish this, complete this in this month, then you bring it up to Sandra, and then she will give you a coupon, 10% coupon to use next month in June.
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope you guys are
So
having fun with that.
So fun.
And you know, I'm seeing stitching every day in this format really kind of brings home how much I really do knit. Like, yes, I realize that that's really all I do anymore, but hey,
It's so good.
it's
It's
fun.
good for you.
It is very good for you. I was watching some things about how it helps with mental health.
Yes. Absolutely. We're staving off dementia is what we're doing.
That's true. So we do have 2 different make-alongs going on right now for this month of May. This one is actually our annual, which is the Anthology throw, and that will be meeting again this Saturday from 1 to 3. And then we have the extended April knit along, and it is the lemonade sweater or socks.
Yes.
And Sanma, you're doing that sweater. We had another
Rachel
friend
did
doing
the
the
sweater,
and quite a few people doing the socks.
Yep.
So I hope you guys will come join us this Saturday for the knit along.
My lemonade sweater's back on track thanks to Casey, so I'll show that in a little bit. Okay.
So Tour de Fleece.
Oh yes.
July the 5th through the 27th.
So this is what we're thinking, and I know we mentioned it last week. We have a group of spinners that comes once a month, and what we're hoping to do is have our community, customers, community, sponsor or pledge us a certain amount per, holy moly, pledge us a certain amount per ounce, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. And then we'll weigh all of our ounces at the end of July. People will give us our pledges, and then we're going to spend that money on things that the local women and children shelter, the Peace Place in Winder, need. And so we will take some donations up to them.
I love that.
Yeah, so if you are a spinner or a wannabe spinner or a beginning spinner or an advanced spinner or any kind of spinner, and you want to join us for Tour de Fleece the month of July, please come and join us, because we would love to give as much to them as we can. Just a good cause.
So the spinners will be looking for sponsors for pledges to help with that.
Correct. So there's an episode of Gilmore Girls where they have a knit-a-thon, and they get pledges per skein, or I don't know what they did. I think it was per skein. And they were raising money for the town bridge. It's very similar to that, except we're going to raise money for the Peace Place. So be thinking about that. And we're talking like 10 cents an ounce, 5 cents an ounce, not, dollars, but just little bits will add up. So think about that, you guys. So good.
The next thing we have on our agenda is book club. So we are starting this book club, which is a knitting mystery series. So good. And it's called Knit 1, Kill 2, and it is a mystery series by Maggie Sefton. And I actually bought this book on Amazon, but we do have a local bookstore that if you're interested in buying a copy of it, then they'll order it for you. Yep. But you can also get this on, Kyle was listening to it on Audible.
Yep.
And so I actually bought the book so that I could have the recipe in the back, because there is a cinnamon roll recipe, and I'm going to make it for the first book club people. But I've been listening and knitting. I've been listening to it on audio.
So perfect.
So yeah, Maggie's Cinnamon Rolls is the name of
it.
The book club is actually meeting on a Tuesday evening in June from 5 to 6. So we'll be knitting and discussing the book.
17th.
June 17th.
June 17th from 5 to 6 on Tuesday.
So you still have time to read it and get your copy if you need one, right? What do we want to talk about? We have book club, we have Neon Night. What was it?
Neon Night is going to be our second annual, I love saying that, second annual Neon Night will be Saturday, June 14th, which is also Worldwide Knit in Public Day. So more information will be coming about that. But I mean, if you come to Neon Night, technically, check, you've knit in public. So if you're interested, those tickets will be on sale starting in June. You will need a ticket to get in the door, because we have to cut it off at a certain amount. It just gets too busy and too crazy in here. So if you're interested in attending Neon Night, just go ahead and put that in your pocket to think about next month.
Fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go last year, so I'm excited to see. I know you guys have a tremendous amount of fun.
It was fun.
And I knit that neon shawl to wear that night. And didn't Casey crochet a hexie-cardi of a neon hexie-cardi to wear?
She's going to be working on that this weekend, so that's good. Yeah.
Can't wait to see that, because I wanted to make one of those hexie-cardis.
Me too.
Yes. Hadia had one on a couple of weeks ago. Oh my goodness, I've been trying to figure out what yarn to use because there's so many options. Talking about yarn, we have quite a few arrivals that came into the shop.
Yes,
this
we
week, didn't
do.
we?
Let's
So
talk
where do you
about
wanna
books
start?
first before we do the
Oh, yes.
before we do the yarn. Okay, so we got some books in, and these are not, well, some of them are not new. Building with Lace is new, I think. But these are by Michelle Pearl Hunter, or sorry, let me try that again. Knit Pearl Hunter. Her name is Michelle Hunter. The first one she wrote was called Building Blocks, and I actually did this book years and years and years ago, and it turns into a sampler blanket. Each square is a different stitch pattern, and then you stitch them all together at the end and you have a blanket.
Connie's doing that one.
This is a good one. I actually talked to a lady this past weekend who is a newish knitter, but she wanted to kind of go up a step in her knitting, and I thought this is the way to go. The second one that came out was Building in Color. So same kind of thing, but this time you're doing color work, and then it turns into an afghan or a blanket. Building in Color. And then number 3, which is kind of the one I think I'm going to do, is called Building with Lace. And this one turns into what they're calling a stole, or just a really large rectangular shawl, which a lace rectangular shawl is right up my alley. So what we're thinking, Julia,
Yes, ma'am.
Julia and I had the same exact thought, was for next year's annual make-along, you can choose your book and then we'll do it step by step together. So we could end up with 3 different projects by bunches of different people. Instead of the anthology throw, we'll do these. And I think that's glorious.
I think it's a great idea. Personally, I've been struggling which one I would want to do. And at the moment, I'm leaning towards this color book.
Yes.
And of course, it makes this gorgeous blanket on the back.
How fun. How
You see
fun.
Intarsia in here. So I'm
Which is
super
on her bingo
interested.
card.
Yep.
You might have to extend it a little bit.
I might.
But you know I love lace, so I might be
done
doing
this
that one.
year, though. Because I have that Laura Penrose scarf. Oh, yes. Jacket scarf. Jacket. Jacket.
So yeah. Oh, sorry.
Building
Whoops.
in Color.
Okay, so those are the books. Just be thinking if you'd like to join us. That'll be starting in January. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
Maybe
yarn that
baskets.
arrived. Well, let's show the yarn first. Then we'll show the patterns. Okay. So a basket full of Zauber ball cotton, fingering weight cotton in 6 different colors. And we went ahead and just printed some pattern ideas. Someone knit a ranunculus out of it. Now this person claims she only used 1 ball in a size 10 needle.
How many yards, I wonder?
I'll tell you in a moment. I can't find it. 420 meters. So it's a little over, what, 450 or something?
460, I guess. Huh. Well, usually you need a minimum
Of 2 of these. I would think 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of meterage.
And I want to put this up. One of the great things, think about what people do. I know the poncho is restricting me, so I hope you pick it up. But I hope that you guys get, they did drop stitches here at the hem, and I thought that was pretty creative.
Yeah. So cool. A ranunculus and that. And then this, I mean, they have a ton on this Gazelle site, ton of pattern ideas, but this shawl is absolutely gorgeous.
And this is called Sparkling Rosé. Yeah, that's pretty.
I think that's pretty too.
Very nice.
So cotton fingering weight, cotton balls, that's what I'm calling them. Cotton balls came, and then also from Shopel is Zauber Flower Pro. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay. Sorry, we have to squish them for a reason. We're squishing for a reason. Okay, so they're a cake. It's fingering weight. It is 100% wool, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. And it's 600 meters, so a little bit more than that in yards. That's a ton. That is a ton.
That one looks like a heart.
It sure does. A blue
Oh, so does the blue one.
Yeah, let's make them hearts. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Much better.
So we have 5 different colorways. And these, how fun are those?
I know. I can't wait to pick one out. I'm changing. my plans for my Alpine Bloom, and I'm wanting to pick one of these to go for the color work. Yes. Oh, that looks like lips.
Okay, so we printed some pattern ideas for that too. Just stone cropped Cardi, and then a shawl, which is called the number 12 Finnea. We'll put all of this in the description of YouTube, but just some ideas of what you can do with it. But you know, over 600 meters, that's a lot. I mean, 600 yards, that's a lot.
Lots of good plans.
Good stuff. Those are fun. And then we're getting today a new Noro. New Noro. So we'll talk about that.
Today?
Today, it's coming today.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. On a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. So, brand new. We'll talk about that later. It's similar to...
Like later, like next time, like episode 24?
Or maybe we'll hop on and do a quick update later. How fun would that?
That would be a lot of fun.
At midnight.
Okay.
We should do a little quick live at midnight.
With the crew behind us?
Yes. It's kind of similar to Akari and Compito. It's in that realm. So...
Fun.
New. All right.
Well,
so
I'm
that's
glad
coming.
I'm here so I can grab the color. Colors.
Yes. All right.
Okay. So that is what we have. Okay, go ahead.
No, you're going first.
Things that we love?
I'm going to let you talk first because I have a ton. I mean, this is going to take a minute.
Okay. Well, the thing that I am loving is Ravelry, which is not really unusual or new, but I personally probably go on Ravelry 3 or 4 times a day, if not more than that, looking at patterns, just researching, looking at yarn, that kind of thing. But it's a great place to actually update your stash as well as plan your projects. And so I like to keep a lot of notes. I mean, I do personally like to use paper patterns, and I will write on the patterns, but then I will transfer that information into my Ravelry page. So, but there's so many different ways that you can search on Ravelry. You can search by yarn type, yarn weight, needle size. I mean, the list really goes on and on and on. And so that's what I am loving this week. And for anybody that might be interested, that might have a Ravelry account, mine is Crafty MK Julia. And so that's where you can see any notes, like any of the projects that we have talked about this entire 23 episodes. All of my projects are on there, and you can see what comments I might say about the yarn or about the project pattern itself. So that's it for me.
Do you know, one of our customers, my friend Vera, came in one time, and she pulls out her phone and she gets on Ravelry, and you can put your needles in there.
Oh yeah,
the needles that you have. That blew my mind because I go to Ravelry for patterns, and that's about it. I am not organized when it comes to putting projects in there or whatever. But I was blown away because when you've been knitting a long time, you accrue these needles, and then you know you have it, but where is it kind of deal? So it's kind of a great, Ravelry is an awesome resource.
It is.
Keep chatting for 2 seconds because I forgot one thing.
Another thing that I like to do with Ravelry is I will purchase I have always told myself that I will purchase the yarn if I like it, because you fall in love with it when you see it, but I need to know what I'm going to do with it. So like if I purchase like this really rosy behind me, and then I'll put it into my stash, and in the notes of the stash I'll remind myself, I bought this for the Hudson Ripple cowl. So
that's genius.
It helps kind of keep everything organized in one place.
Genius.
What you got there?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this this was Julia's idea.
Well,
look, not Julia's idea.
Connie saw it. Connie sent it to me, and I sent it to you.
Okay. Sticky notes, y'all, for color work and charts. How cute is that? And then it's got like a little ruler at the bottom. Ooh. How fun. And then there's a second version that increases and decreases. I don't know about y'all, but that's like a really handy thing to have, especially if you're knitting that Playdate right now. Increase rounds?
Yes, ma'am.
Stitchy notes. They're called stitchy notes. And then it says, that one at the top says start here.
Right here.
Like on your chart. How cute is that?
Okay, into my buggy they go.
2 just sold.
That's
okay,
right.
but yeah, those are fun.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I forgot about those. That's what prompted the Zauberval.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's the same company.
Yeah, same company. So anyway, that's
Very
fun.
good. Well, tell us about what are you loving this week, Sandra?
I can't, y'all. I didn't have time for a new hobby. I did not. Let's just be real. But I have a new hobby, and it is spinning, and I have fallen head over heels.
Related. It's all related.
It is all related. And truly, when I was in my teacher world, teaching 4th grade, we would take them to the William Harris Homestead every year. And Michelle, one of our spinners, was actually one of the spinning demonstrators at the William Harris Homestead. So I've probably known Michelle for years and didn't realize it. But every time we went, that's the part I fell in love with, was the spinning of the yarn. And they talked about dyeing yarn using, plants and all the things. And that was always my favorite part of the field trip. So I knew it was in my realm. It just had to come to fruition. So I showed you guys this last week. This was my very first finished spin. It's plied, the whole 9 yards. I haven't washed it yet. I haven't blocked it or whatever yet, but I don't think I'm gonna, because I'm just gonna turn it into another sundry, because it's just what I need it to be. So this is gonna become a sundry shawl. And then Melissa, this was before spinning in my life, I bought 3 bags of moss fiber here at the shop. And Melissa was sweet enough to say, I'll just spin it up for you. This was before I started. And so she spun it for me. And now it's gonna become my second pressed flower shawl. But we're gonna ask you for your help, because I need a main color and I'm not real sure which one. Of course, that would be a gorgeous shift. Or night shift, yep. Anyway, so I might put a poll up later about which color I should use, because all of these are my colors. Beautiful. So thank you, Melissa. And then this past Saturday, we had
Oopsie.
Just ignore the noise of things falling off the table. We had an impromptu spin session.
On what day?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Melissa came, Casey was here, and we just spun our little hearts out. And this was my first, second real.
Towel says green.
Green.
Pumpkin. Says Bethany.
Pumpkin. I don't want to do green because I did green for my main one, my first one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Make it different.
Yeah. So this is my second cake.
Gorgeous.
And then I was so excited. I went home last night and cast on my second grid Gambit. So
that pattern is amazing, isn't it?
So this is
so much fun.
Hedgehog DK, and this is my hand spun. Thank you, Barbara. You helped me so much in the beginning. You are precious. So I am loving every second of it. So this pattern gets a lot more fun when you're knitting it with your hand spun. Just saying. I mean, it's fun anyway, but oh my God, so fun.
Wow, gorgeous. Good
job,
Sandra.
Thank you. I told you mine would take a minute.
That's so pretty.
So that's technically a work in progress that I said I wasn't casting anything new on, but I broke the rules.
Wow.
So that fiber is from a fiber company called 3 Waters Farm. I think they're from North Carolina. And this colorway is called Tuesdays at 3.
That's
Organic,
a cute name.
Isn't it cute? Organic merino wool. And it was lovely to work with. Lovely. So I'm loving spinning right now.
Well, you're
and then now knitting with
job.
my spinning, which is even better.
Wow. Yeah. How long did this take right here, though?
All day. Not all day. Most of the day. Saturday. But we didn't leave until it was plied and skeined up and ready to go.
It's a lot of steps that go into it.
It is.
But then you get these unique, beautiful skeins. Look how soft that is.
It's so fun. Y'all, it is so fun. If you've ever thought about it, I told Casey, I said, why did we wait so long? And she said, because we just got our spinners last week. And I said, but why did we wait?
And you said the spinner actually does make a big difference, right? On
it does.
The enjoyment of doing it? Or the ease of doing it?
Well, for me.
Okay.
Now, there are people that can do all the things. I'm not one of those people. And I know my limits. The drop spindle was okay, but I could tell that was going to take me eons to do a skein of yarn. The spinning wheel was not my friend. It's other people's friend, and that's great. It was not my friend. The e-spinner changed my world. So There are options out there if you've ever thought about spinning.
I heard somebody saying on a YouTube this past week that, because they do the knitting and the spinning, but the spinning gives them a break, I guess, from knitting, because then you don't want to be like me and you have splints on your fingers. But how it's a different type of relaxing. And then when you get to knit with it, like you're saying, it's pretty incredible. Well, good job, Sandra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those are all beautiful.
Thanks. I'm having fun.
Impressive.
Fun. Didn't have time, but I'm doing it anyway. All right.
Works in progress.
You go first. I just talked a lot.
You know what? I guess we could have one page like this.
Look at that.
Okay. Work in progress. Outline Tee by Jessie Maed. And this is it right here. It's the first time I've done it. It's like this in the fact that it has drop stitches. And I'm knitting it out of the Juniper Moon Zoe, which is this right here. Linen cotton blend, right? And
Cotton and linen, yep.
So it looks like a hot mess at this moment because I have the fronts are on barber cords, but you see how I dropped my stitches all the way down to the bottom. And now I'm in, I think I have 6 inches left to go, back and forth.
I thought you told me 8.
Well, it's a total of 8.
Oh, total of 8.
I think I've gone, this is where I
Fabulous.
started. I think that's 2 inches from here to here. So I have 6 more inches to go.
Yes.
Knit, purl. And then join it at the shoulders.
But it's so good.
This is definitely a fun one. This is the one I had to frog because I went down a size. I think I needed a smaller size. And I'm questioning if I should have gone down another size because this still looks big. But that is
How
the outline
cute is it,
tee.
though?
I love it. This is what I'm going to be working on this week in hopes of having it as a finished object. Ooh, but it's going to be close. I don't know. It's a lot of knitting.
You'll be fine.
It's a lot of purling. Knitting, you know,
goes
we can
fast.
zoom through that, but when you have to slow it down and purl,
It's okay. You got
that's
this.
my first whip. What
Okay.
about you?
My lemonade sweater got back on track. I already mentioned that, thanks to Casey. Although I say it got back on track, I didn't make a lot of progress because all the progress required me getting back on track. So here we are, but now we're ready to pick it back up and keep going. So my little sticky note had moved on my chart.
Oh, is that what it was that made the problem?
Good morning, Cammie. So yeah,
Hey, Cammie.
we're getting ready to keep going. Colorwork sweaters are just, for me, I want the thing, and that's what keeps me going, but it's not something that I pick up and go, yes, I want to do that.
I'm the same way.
And-
Stranded color work, right?
Yes. And it's a DK weight. It's going to be very warm. And so the
Can't wear
menopause in me and the summertime in
It'll
me
be a
is
while.
like, no, I don't want to do it. So
Yeah.
it's going to happen, but it's just taking its time.
Okay, my next one is the blank canvas tee,
Now
which
this
is
I might make sooner.
This is an interesting, fun, relaxing knit. But, well, first of all, I'm knitting it with Remix Light, Barocco Remix Light, and I'm loving the yarn.
That color's so pretty.
But the way my butt is I'm like, for my size, I'm at like over 400 stitches because I'm like right here. And I have another inch to go, and then I get to divide for the sleeves. So I have 400 stitches on the needles, and that's a lot of stitches to go around.
You also need a longer cord.
Weight. Yeah, well, I figured I'm about to divide for sleeves, and so
it'll get
then,
better.
Yeah, that's why I left it like this. But this
What
is
size needle
one,
are you using? Do you know?
I don't know offhand. 4?
1.5?
That's for the ribbing. 4.
Oh, okay.
Body is 4. And I think I need to get used to a US 4 because there are a lot of other summer fingering weight sweaters that I'm wanting to knit. So anyways, I'm just kind of taking it slow. But when you get done with this, you actually wear it inside out. So the pearl side is what's going to show, which I think that construction is just super cool. And it has a cute little ridge that'll go down the center. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So good. Just that little bit of detail makes
feels
all the
like
difference in
cotton.
the world.
I mean, Remix Light is a blend of a lot of different like, recycled materials and stuff like that, but it's so soft. I like this. It feels like a little cotton ball.
Do you think it's going to feel like Playdate? Like that light air? Yeah, okay.
thinner one, yeah,
Wow, okay.
most definitely.
Even better.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm liking it.
Good.
In fact, there's a few other sweaters I'm wanting, tees that I'm wanting to knit out of Remix Light, because it's a sport weight, right? Mm-hmm. But it has fingering weight yardage to it.
So good.
It doesn't take much to do a sweater.
I love that.
Sweater tee.
Okay, what's my next one? Oh, my test knit socks. I finished sock number 1. I don't know if I showed it last week. And I am on sock number 2. So these are the Rory socks that are being designed by our friend Elizabeth. And they should be out momentarily. Just a faux cable pattern. It was lots of fun. It kind of got me back into my sock mojo, which I'm excited about. So that one is done.
Such a pretty pattern texture to that. I like doing texture.
Me too.
In a sock.
Me too.
I mean, oh my goodness, wait a minute. What am I saying? This is the first, no. I did the Summer Lee, what was that Summer Lee DK?
Hibernal.
Hibernal.
And this is very similar to Hibernal.
So this will be my second texture sock that I'm doing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I would much rather do this than colorwork socks. That's just my opinion. Just my humble opinion. Okay. Your next whip. Do you have one? Is that it?
Is that it?
Oh, I have more.
That's it. Go for it.
Okay. Playdate tee number 2 has made a little bit of progress.
Oh my goodness.
So I am on, I think, my very last raglan increase. Then I will do a couple of raglans in the body, but not the sleeves. And then I'll do a couple of rounds, and then I'll split for sleeves. So there we are.
Maybe I should do that one next.
It's addicted.
That is, I love that pattern. And I love that yarn.
I think Olive Winder is knitting this pattern. And we have to have, Kyle, it's so
Kyle's
good.
Working on hers, yeah.
We have to have a little finishing parade when it's done.
Should.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I can
You'll be done with that in no time.
Surely. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I already showed you my
one?
grid Gambit that was last minute cast on. So Hohi Locatelli released a pattern last week called Traveling Solo, and it's just a little simple shawl pattern that requires 1 skein of fingering weight yarn, which, guys, let's be real, we all go into a shop, we all go to a festival, and we buy a color of fingering weight yarn because we love it. And yes, you can make socks out of that anytime, any day, but there's also these great 1 skein shawls that you can do. And so the girls and I took a field trip to One More Row in Woodstock a few months ago, and I bought my souvenir yarn from there. And I knew when this pattern came out, I was like, I know exactly what I want to use. So I just got started on it. Like, it's just
so pretty.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to the texture yet. It's just garter at the moment, but it's fun to work with pretty yarn. Mm-hmm. So that's where we are.
So Kyle is asking if she can use Remix Light to do, so are you talking about the Playdate, or are you talking about this right here?
I would say yes to this for sure.
I would 100% say yeah.
Playdate, we'd have to do a little math, I think, which is not bad.
So pretty. So you know this is on my wannabe cast on.
Is it?
This particular
Oh,
pattern.
good.
I haven't done a shawl in a long time. It
Playdate.
feels like a long time. Playdate first,
Playdate.
and then the shawl.
No, Playdate.
Oh, the
for
Playdate.
Remix. We'll have to do some little math, but I'm sure we can make that happen. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's it for my whips. I said I wasn't going to cast anything on, and I cast 2 new things on.
So I have an FO and I have wannabes. So what
I have an
do
FO
you have?
too.
You want to do your FO then?
You do your FO first, and I'll do my next.
My FO is the Tolsta Tee by Rebecca Clow. This is the second one that I have knit, and I knit it out of Juniper Moon Farms Pima Cotton, and it is dreamy. Look, you guys.
Look how pretty.
I'll be wearing this in the next episode.
Yes.
But I love it.
So summery. I love it.
Fun, easy. This is another tee that I think would be great if you were new at knitting and wanted to just move to another, like from the Playdate to this, because this one is you can do stripes, but there's all kinds of modifications that you can do with it. But it's raglan, and I love it. I love the color. I love the yarn. It's so soft. I enjoyed knitting
I
this.
agree. Classic is the right word.
Yep.
Yes.
And of course, I only did the stripes on the bottom half, and I'm picking off my dog hair off of this. But so
feel
that's my FO.
That is a glorious FO. Glorious.
Thank you, ma'am.
My FO is, I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit with it because it's not technically finished, but the knitting part is finished, which is my Portage bag.
Oh.
I finished it this weekend.
So pretty.
So there
It's
it is.
huge.
Right?
Wow, you could use that as a grocery bag if you wanted to.
And there's
Different things, I guess.
So yeah, it's done. Bobbles are done. And these are the little, this is the flap for your drawstring. So that's why it hasn't been blocked. It hasn't been anything yet. I have to read all the directions for the actual finishing part, but I wanted it off the needles. And y'all, this yarn was glorious. This is the Blueface Leicester Fleece by West Yorkshire Spinners. I loved every second of this yarn. It is glorious. Now,
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
My muscle bird hat.
Can we say it doesn't fit?
No, I can wear it.
So this was fun. This was a fun one. Depending on the finishing process, I may make a second one. But the pattern designer on her website offers a finishing kit. So I was going to show you that. Sorry for the crinkle. Okay, her name is Heidi and Lana. That's her website. She writes a cute little note. Look at that, handwritten. Sandra, it says, Sandra, thank you for your order. Happy knitting from Margaret. Anyway, so it comes with all the things you need to finish the bag. It comes with the bag liner, and the liner has pockets on the inside. So that's got to be sewn in.
Nice.
Smells like leather. Comes with the leather handle that has to get attached. It comes with the little drawstring rope. Comes with thread. Comes with leather thread.
Like a tiny little spool. That looks like a toy.
And like the little froggies. The froggies in their spools. Okay, and then this is, I think, a tapestry needle. So you get everything you need to like finish it off.
So does this fold over into the bag? You think that's for like
it's gonna
kind of like
sew. Oh yeah, little tapestry needles or sewing needles.
Nice.
So yes, what you do is fold it down. I think you can't see me, but you fold it down and tack it with that cord running through.
Okay.
But
that
again,
makes sense to have
she has all of this in her pattern. There's a video that she shows you how to do it all. Talk about dog hair.
And you have friends that are going to do this for you, right?
I'm gonna try it.
Really?
I'm gonna try it. If I get frustrated, then I have friends. But yeah, so I should put everything in there, I guess. But the finishing kit is ready. It's ready. I just need to sit down and get my wits about me. But I'm excited to have it.
That's
it's
a nice
cute
kit. I heard some other ladies talking about this, and I could see that if you went to the trouble of knitting the Portage bag, then having this as an inside.
And I mean, you don't have to
Finishing
buy her
touch.
kit. You can totally do your own thing. Elizabeth did her own thing, and it was great. But I don't have all that skill. I needed to cheat a little. It's not cheating, but you know what I mean. So, Portage bag,
Very good,
done.
Sandra.
Done, sort of. Okay.
So is that a hoe? Or is it really an FO? I mean, I know all the knitting is done. So you can call it what you want to call it.
I'm calling it an unfinished finished shop touch. How about that?
Do you have some? How about that?
One a bit.
You have some wannabes? I got some wannabes. Is that what's next?
Oh, I've already talked about it.
Oh.
My new pressed flowers and my new sundry.
So I talked about, this is actually what I want my next wannabe to be. One of my, I mean, let's be honest. I have so many wannabes. It'll get done when it gets done, but it'll get done. But I'm trying to decide between these two skeins to do it. So I have this local craftery. This is one of the special editions, birthday 25. And I just love it. It's got these blues and pinks and orange and yellows. It's just gorgeous. I think that'd be beautiful as a shawl. And then of course I have this one. I have this Emma's sock yarn. Practically Perfect Sock is what it's called. And this one's got cream and purple and maroon in it. So I don't know. Which of these do you think I should make into a shawl, you guys? Does anybody have any recommendations? It's only going to take one, so that's nice, isn't it?
Sure is nice. And we also pulled some for the shop just for some sample ideas.
Some other options.
If you wanted a solid. We're getting more Fiberland, by the way.
Our decision, but the second one is great too. So I think
Kyle said
Camille
pink.
and Cammie are saying pink is what I'm guessing.
Another Emma's. So there's lots
That
of
would be pretty. Yeah.
lots of options for this little baby.
I'm gonna do the Hohi Locatelli's, not the cardigan. What is that called? Oh, Elton? Is that the Elton pullover?
Yes,
I'm gonna do that with this particular.
Which one is that
the
one?
sock.
Oh, Bohemian Market. Bohemian Market.
Isn't that pretty?
So good.
It looks like the front of the pattern photo.
Oh,
This does, in my opinion.
see, I love when we fall in love with that.
And then the Salty Air Tee, you guys, I've never knit this one, and I think I'm going to be using the Remix on this one, the Remix Light. I actually have already purchased this yarn to do that other sweater with the color work.
Alpine Bloom.
Yes, the Alpine Bloom. But I was thinking of doing it with the Salty Air instead. So
Many
you guys
choices.
familiar with that particular pattern? It's kind of hot right now.
It's so cute
Yeah,
with the little lace
very
at the top.
popular.
Yeah.
And in this color, got a bit putty. And another opportunity to knit with this lovely yarn. So, anyways, that's all I got.
So
What do you
many
got?
things. So little time. That's all I got.
That's it?
Yeah, girl.
Oh my
That's plenty, don't you think?
goodness. So as a reminder, we will be closing this Friday at 2 o'clock instead of our usual time. And this Saturday, regular hours, but we will be doing, Sandra, you sure know your patterns.
Do
Yes,
I?
She does.
This one knows everything about patterns. It's amazing.
Oh.
It's amazing.
So thank you. So Saturday, 10 to 6.
Yes.
But we will only be accepting credit cards or gift cards.
Correct.
Today we have open craft times between 1 and 4 and 5 and 8.
2 times in a row. Hot dog.
And is that it, Sandra?
That's it. I think.
So we
I mean, the
that
table looks a mess, so I
it
think
does.
that's it.
We need to remember to take a photo
Yes.
of our table for next week. But we hope that you guys will all subscribe, like, comment, do all the things, and just know that we're sending you guys lots of hearts. You know what? We haven't had Instagram giving out hearts, have we?
Come on, Instagram. Do your thing.
No,
No.
somebody else.
Someone else. I don't know.
Shoot. But we are getting hearts. Thank you, guys. We love you too. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see y'all later.
We'll see you this afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.